Hello, welcome to Panasonic's WhisperGreen Select maintenance schedule and fan cleaning tutorial. It's very important to keep these fans clean. Today's fans are running 24 hours, 7 days a week for the quality of your indoor air. So when these are running this way, what you do is you get a lot of contaminants, a lot of dead skin, a lot of area dust that gets on the blades of these fans. When your fan is first installed, you might not notice this, but as the years go by, if you're not maintaining and cleaning the fan, what you'll notice is the RPM of the fan is going to go up and the loudness of the fan is going to go up. What causes this is the space between the blades gets narrower and narrower as debris builds up on the blades, and the fan has to work harder to push your designated CFM flow through the pipe. So what we're going to do today is make sure that these fans are running efficiently and making sure that you know how to maintain and put these on a maintenance schedule to make sure this fan is working at its peak and at its lowest sound levels for you. You may notice over time your fan has gotten louder or the RPMs have gone up on your fan. This is due to the blades being dirty within the actual interior of the product. So we're going to show you how to clean that, how to do a deep clean, how to clean the grill, and this will keep your fan running nice and quiet and keep it at a low RPM for you. I'm going to be talking about 3 different methods of cleaning. There's a basic cleaning when you're cleaning your washroom once a week, once every month, however, whatever your schedule is, to just get up there and give the grill a good wipe. There's a medium cleaning, which is we're going to take the grill off and we're going to get in there with the vacuum and vacuum the actual blades. And then there's a deep cleaning. The deep cleaning, if you have a very harsh environment, maybe you use a lot of products like hairspray, different things that will bind to the blades, then you're going to get build up faster than some maybe non-harsh environments. So we'll take a look at the deep cleaning too. So to start, we're going to take a look at the fan. You're going to recognize what it looks like, and we're going to look at just a basic cleaning, what you want to try to do at least once a month to take the dust off the grill and keep the cosmetic appearance of the fan looking good, and also keeping it from that debris getting it up and into the blades. What we're going to do is we're just going to take basically a vacuum, and you're just going to kind of clean between the grill here, and then you're going to get all that exterior dust off of the grill and just vacuuming up any dust that might be accumulating on that. You're going to see you're going to have a buildup on the fan grill over time. So first step of maintenance is to keep that clean. Now I'm going to go to step 2, and we're going to remove the grill. I'm going to take this grill off, and we're going to see underneath the product where we got to get into a little bit of a deeper cleaning. So to remove the grill, they're basically spring loaded. You pinch these springs, it'll pinch them together, it'll come out of the enclosure, and you got your grill off now. But now we've got the exposed fan. So the first thing you want to do here is you've got your Molex connector here, which is basically your power. Pinch the sides, that's going to come out. You're disconnected. You've now disconnected all power to the unit. So the unit is no longer powered. You don't have to worry about running your hands in the fan or wrecking it by jarring the blades. It's all good now. You're disconnected. You have no power to this unit. So with the medium type cleaning, now you're going to want to grab your hose again. And you're going to take your hose and you're going to go in here and you're going to give it a little scrub and get all the dust off of there. Now this particular vacuum is not narrow enough to get behind there. You'll run into that once in a while. What we recommend, if you've got a little brush or a toothbrush, you can also give it a little scrape in the back part where it gets a little narrower back there. Clean all that off. Suck up as much of the debris as you can. And if you got a wet cloth, you're going to notice on a really dirty model, you're going to have a lot of external dust and debris around this. Give it all a wipe down. Take a look at the blade. If it looks relatively clean, you're probably good to go. Plug your plug and play back in. If you keep doing that regularly, it's going to prevent a lot of the buildup. If you ignore this for a year or two, that's when you're going to get into your problems of having, the fan really ramping up in RPM, really getting loud, and then you're going to think it's a problem with the fan, but it's not. You need to be on a regular maintenance schedule with this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move to the third kind of deep cleaning. So this one, if you haven't serviced your fan in a few years, this is what you're going to want to do, and then maybe keep with your regular maintenance schedules after that. This is a mechanical piece of equipment, just like your furnace. You need to change your furnace filters, any other mechanical pieces of equipment. You do require regular maintenance. So I'm going to take the screwdriver here, and in this model we've got 1, 2. So this is going to be for your FV-0511VK1 or VK2 series. So 1, 2 screws. We're going to make sure our Molex is disconnected, just like before. Make sure that's disconnected. We don't want any power to this unit. So now I'm going to take this screw out. I'm going to take this one out first because it's a little more awkward for me. So pull back that screw. Now you can see already this unit is starting to move. I'm going to pull this screw back now. That's screw number 2. Now this blower is going to come right down now. So you're going to secure the blower and drop it on your head. And now we got the blower down. We're ready to go with the blower. We're going to take this over to a station where there's water, and I'm going to show you how to give this a deep cleaning. Okay, now we've got our blower to our maintenance area, and we're going to want to have somewhere where we can wash it. So whether this be inside, outside, you want to have an area where you're not going to lose the screws. We're going to be taking quite a few screws out of this product and also placing some pieces to the side. So for this, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver just to take the screws off the back, and you're going to need a wrench, 1/2 inch, to take the main blower wheel off here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the product over. Let's see on the back we've got a module here, which is all the control module. There's going to be 2 screws to release that. So 1 and 2. Down low here. So we take those 2 screws off. I like to put them aside because there is a difference in the heights of the screws here. So you've got the 2 screws out now, put them aside so you'll know it's for that. Now you're going to have to take this Molex connector off of the motor here. So it's basically, there's a pin in the middle. You push that pin down and you pull out, and that's going to come off. That's going to allow you to put the electronics to the side here. So now what we're looking at is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws that have to come out. So you take your screwdriver and back off all those screws. 1. So when that's done, you're going to be able to pull this backing off. So it's going to come away from the cover here. And then now we've got the exposed blower. You're going to torque that back, and then you can take it off with your hand. And this is going to come right off. Now this is a new model, so you're not seeing a lot of dirt and filth on here. But you'll see in your unit, especially if it hasn't been cleaned in a while, there's going to be a lot of buildup on there. Just take the actual unit, run it right under the water. If you got a little scrub brush, you can get in there with some soap and a scrub brush. Give it a good wash all the way around. Take that unit, give it a little shake off. Maybe let it dry off to the side for a bit or wipe it down with a cloth. The unit is all water protected, fully sealed motors, so you don't have to worry about it. This can go into fully enclosed shower tubs, so moisture and that's not going to wreck it, but shake the water off anyways. And while you have this open too, you're going to notice there's going to be a lot of dust around in that. Take a wet cloth and wipe all that down. Notice your motor shaft here, also your wheel. They're going to have a little half circle. Line that up. Put it down, you're going to see it fits on there nice. Take your torque screw, torque bolt, put it on top, just tighten it by hand, and then once it's tight by finger, you just want to give it a 1/2 turn. You don't want to over torque this, it's not going to come off. Now what you want to do is you want to replace your back piece. So you're going to line this up and make sure all your holes, you'll be able to see where your holes are here, they all line up. Once you got all your holes lined up nicely, give it a little push down, it'll lock in there. Take your screws, maybe feed them all back. One more. And we'll proceed to put all of them back in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to replace the electronic modules here. So basically you want to line up your screw holes here. So you've got your lower that goes down here and your upper that goes up here. I tend to like to do the top one first because you can see it easier and it will help you line the lower one. And then put the front one in. So there we go, that's there. Now what you want to do is you want to take your Molex and you want to plug that back in to the connector. There we go, you hear a click, that's back in, it's good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this back up. So you want to get back up where you started. You're going to make sure your exhaust matches up with your ductwork. gonna put that back up in the housing. Should slide up relatively easy. You had 2 screws. So we got screw number 1 here. And we got screw number 2 here for this particular model. All right, we're good there. So that's gonna be in there, 2 screws, that's secure now. And then from there, what we're gonna do, we gotta plug our Molex plug and play back in. Now this is gonna start the product again. So be aware, it's gonna do a little flick, and then it's gonna start to evacuate the air and spin. So before we do this, we wanna check our CFM settings. Where are we? What did you have it set at? You might have nudged it when you were cleaning it or taking the screws out. This particular room, we want it at 80 CFM, so we're gonna set that at 80. If you had any of your motion sensor options or speed control for high, low, continuous, they would be there. You could adjust those settings too. All right, there we go. Molex again, plug and play. Take our grill. What we want to do with our grill is we want to pinch the springs together, and then we want to put them in here. 1 and 2, and then up here, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Fan grill will pull to the ceiling. We're done. Clean, deep clean, maintained. Remember your 3 steps, and the fan will keep quiet and keep moving air efficiently.